Alrighty. Hello again, this is Torice Majestus, and we're back in Elite Dangerous Odyssey, continuing to haul cargo for AX weapons. We still got a bunch more to haul, so let's get together with the folks in the voice chat and get things rolling. Hey, Philip.
How's everything?
Exhausting.
Oh, yeah. They had you doing all the work today, huh?
Oh, I was benefiting from it.
Yeah, of course.
But it's also COVID,
It
so
sure did. Oh, yeah. True.
COVID is knocking the crap out of me.
Mm.
Plus, I had other stuff that needed to be done, so.
Oh.
$7,000 to go, about 10 more loads.
I'm about 9. I think I'm at 9,000 now, so I'll have
Galaxy map?
about. Yeah.
Here's the galaxy
I
map,
have
Commander.
about 9,000 more if you count the extra load on my ship.
Well, the 7,000 will bring me almost to 38,000.
Oh, really? Damn. After I unload this whole thing, I'll only have 36. But either way, these numbers should be good enough for us to keep the top 10.
No, the top 10 went up by 2,000 today.
No, I mean that. Oh, yeah, but it took all day to do that.
Yeah. So.
And today is Sunday. It's going to be even worse than the following days.
And school's
Worse
out.
for them, good for us.
School's out for the summer. A lot of the people.
We already figured out that most of the people who play this game aren't in school anymore.
That's nowhere near true.
Really?
Yep.
I
Retract
find
landing gear.
mostly adults playing this game, personally. Except
Retract
gankers,
landing gear.
of course, they're kids.
Landing gear retracted.
There is a large spread of people that play this game. Everywhere from too young to legally play it to people older than Lynn. So.
Yeah. At least the CG isn't as raining as the last one. This is nice and relaxing in a good way.
I suppose that depends on your state of mind now, doesn't it?
Guess why? So, oh, you're falling to sleep because it's too relaxing?
Yeah, I'm like snoozing, man. I'm going to I don't. It's not going to help. You know, I've got, in addition to this being pretty boring as far as gameplay is concerned, you know, I've got COVID to deal with, so, you know, the fatigue is knocking the hell out of me.
Well, this is the most gameplay you're gonna have in a while, so enjoy it while you can.
What do you mean? I'm gonna jump.
Yeah, exactly.
And then while I'm waiting for my carrier to arrive in the destination system, because I'm going to outjump it, I'll be scanning that system.
Oh, okay. If you want to do that, it will slow you down a bit because it's
No, it won't.
Well, are you going to search for BIOS and stuff too, or just scanning?
Whatever it, you know, I'll scan for whatever while it's
Okay.
until it arrives. Then I'll go schedule jumps.
I think I filled this up already. Yes, I did. So your carrier's the only one that can't look at the pads, right?
What?
Your carrier design with the
Oh
big
no, there's several of them that can't. I think the one Lynn has is one of the few that can.
oh, okay.
Not that I'm
'Cause
gonna
I was
change
thinking
mine.
about getting the Victory class one, but I don't. It looks cool, no, but I don't want it if I can't see the pads.
Mm.
Now there is a tower on the back, just like the base one. So
So maybe it's up front, maybe it's in the back. Who knows?
yeah, the front has this huge bridge. You would expect the bridge to be in the front with the head like that. It's like a big hammerhead kind of thing. Oh
hmm
wow, twisted sideways.
Yeah, it's a pretty good replica of the ship used in Star Wars Knights
Yeah,
of the Old Republic 1 and 2.
yeah.
The name of which is escaping me at the moment. Harbinger. Harbinger.
Oh, okay. What a fitting name that is. Harbinger of death, that's for sure.
Mm.
Hello.
Oh, hello there.
No, no, no. None of that yet, Trace. It's too early.
What I mean, open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Request granted.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Scan detected.
You were talking about you have a security system, right, Trace?
Yes, I do.
Deployed.
Does it happen to be, or you could like put it on your laptop and monitor shit, or do you have to do it by your phone?
I can do it anywhere in the world I want. On any
You can put it
device.
on your computer?
Yeah.
Yep.
I have to install the client, but
Okay.
All modern security systems
Docking
are like that.
successful. Engines
not all of them.
Modern ones? Really?
Yeah, well,
You can monitor from an app on your phone, but I was wanting, because I've got, 3 computer screens here, I was wanting to put one up there where while I'm in here doing it, I can look and see what's happening around the property.
yep.
You
And
have a bunch of coyotes, huh? Or
No,
something?
I haven't had no problem, but
Foxes?
why wait till I have a problem?
Fair enough.
so Lorex by FLIR. It's the brand is Lorex, and they use FLIR cameras.
Mm.
And they have I believe they got a PC client, a Mac client, and several different cell phone clients.
Mm.
So I can watch it either on my cell phone or on my laptop or on the. Actually, it's right next to the big screen in the living room with a HDMI connection direct to that, so I can watch it right on the screen. Uh, so yeah, I can see this lots of places.
Okay.
You can see it on your smartwatch if you had one.
If I had a smartwatch, yes, the client will work on a smartwatch. You have to zoom like hell to see anything, but yes, it would work. Um,
Yeah. There's enough technology in the world without me wearing a watch.
and I don't have the highest res cam. You can go all the way up to 4K FLIR cameras on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
It just, how much money you want to spend.
Right.
Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Now, I've got an 8-camera system. So one box is 8 cameras. And I had a choice. I could have coax, TCP, or wireless.
Right.
So they get, and there's ways of mixing and matching with this. So it's quite the adaptable system. And you can go up several series to their industrial versions, which are made for,
Yeah.
businesses and
Yeah.
manufacturing plants and that sort of thing. It scales way the heck up. Priced accordingly.
Engines engaged.
Yeah. Talking
Retract
tens
landing
of
gear.
thousands.
Landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
On the other hand, I can read people's facial expressions at the edge of the property. So,
Frameshift drive
Yeah, I think my
charging.
son has 5-inch, 5-inch, whatever it is. And he showed me, and his mailbox is 85 foot from his house,
yep.
and he can zoom in and can read if you had a shirt on with your name, he can read your name or your company or whatever the hell.
Yeah, I mean, it
And see, yeah.
depends on the quality of camera you put in it. It depends on the quality of the base unit. I like using Lorex because they use FLIR cameras exclusively. And I have quite a bit of experience with FLIR cameras and just how good those are. And even the cameras that I've got here, which are not their high-end cameras, are still pretty darn good.
Yeah, I've heard good things about FLIR.
Yeah, FLIR has a camera line that you can use.
Issues at least. That's a good thing.
Yeah, FLIR has a camera line that you can read somebody's facial expression at 2 miles.
Damn.
So,
Yeah, that's got to be a pricey camera.
it's only 10 grand for that one camera.
Oh, okay. Not as
But
high
you
as
are
the
not
daughter
gonna
would
need.
be.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're
you
not gonna
won't.
need to read nobody from 10 miles away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who needs that except for the CIA, the FBI, all the
FAA.
yeah, all the 3 letter organizations.
I staffed Next Gen Tower. They used it on watching the planes come in. So you could literally see if they've got gear up, gear down. You can see if say they've got a problem, you can zoom right in and see it.
Probably didn't need a camera quite that advanced for that.
Oh, absolutely.
It's
When they
seeing a landing gear is a lot different than seeing a facial expression.
Right, but you could tell if they've got a popped tire 2 miles away.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
they could do a flyby over the main runway, and you could look at their gear and see what type of shape it's in.
Oh, okay.
So, if they need a technical assessment before they land, they can get it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna be landing airplanes around the house, so I don't need that shit.
No, you'd probably be more along the lines of the, either 1K or 4Ks like what I've got.
You might need a bunch of different cameras though, because their properties like insane.
Well, no, it all depends what she wants to cover.
All I'm wanting is that I can, instead of having to open the door to go out and look and see what's going on, I can just pull it up and look and see what's going on. That way I know whether to go get my 9mm
Oh,
or to
okay.
go get my 30-06 with the scope.
Okay.
Yep, and just about all of the security systems will give you that because you just mount
Yeah.
it right above the
Yeah.
door.
That's an easy
Open
one.
hailing frequencies.
Requesting
That's
docking
not a high
permission.
bar.
Now,
That's the whole point of your general purpose camera.
But I also
Security
want
camera.
one that, you know, where
deploy
the
landing gear.
there's 2 cameras or at least 3
Landing gear
cameras that I want
deployed.
voice activated so I can say, "Hey, what the fuck you doing?"
Yep,
Oh, okay.
yep, and all
And
of
then
them.
sit there and read their tag number and say, "Okay, I got that. I'm turning you into 911. Run fast. You may get away."
Yeah, there's
That was weird.
all the
Yeah.
manufacturers have systems with voice that you can speak out. Um, yeah, the thing I like about the FLIR system is I've got just about the same resolution in the day as I do at night. Just the
Oh,
colors are
that's
muted.
nice. Yeah.
And I don't mean the colors are gone, the colors are muted. It's so good.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
It's what is it, monochrome?
Yeah.
it's no, because they're sending out multi-frequency infrared and
Mhm.
then they color correct.
Oh, okay.
It's a little washed, especially when it's wet, but you can get a good idea whether something's, a black or a dark blue, um, white or something that's not quite.
Yeah.
Um, so the colors are muted, but they're not
Yeah,
completely
well,
gone.
with all the lights I've got around here, you know, it's not no problem with color.
Ah, okay.
I've got spotlights that can make some landing lights look evil.
Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
It was one of the things about building bridges and stuff. Tugboats, you know, they had the big old spotlights up there.
Yep.
Every so often we had to, change them out or replace them or whatever because a wire was broke.
Yep.
And that's the company policy. If the wire was broke, replace the whole thing because it's on water and all that stuff.
Right.
I just gathered up 3 or 4 of them and I thought, you know what? Yeah,
Retract landing gear.
that's not hard to convert.
Landing gear
So I
retracted.
took
Yep.
it to my electrician friend and I said, convert this from DC or AC to DC to DC to AC. He said, okay. And he went in there and did some adjustment and everything. He said, there you go. And then mounted him up there and I got a switch I could flip. And
And
it just,
lights everything up like daylight. Yeah.
yep, 2 acres. I can look and see if there's anybody walking around anywhere if I want.
Yep.
And the bulbs, they seem to last forever. Hell,
Cool.
I mounted them probably
Yeah, it's a good thing too.
20 years, 25 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a good thing because those bulbs are worth a fortune.
Yeah.
You know, I've got several
They're worth
replacements
like
when they go out.
$200-$300 a piece, probably.
They wasn't.
Well, everything's more expensive now, so who knows?
Mm.
Well, I got half a case of them, so.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Yep.
that will last you a lifetime.
Now
Literally.
the other thing, you have all sorts of different choices on the different systems as to different types of cameras. You can get fixed focus cameras like what I've got. If I put another camera up, I would probably put it on a tilt and swivel with a full zoom, so I can go zoom in on exactly what I'm looking at.
Right.
It's nice to have one of those with a good
Yeah.
field of view. But every camera I've got right now is a fixed dual mode color infrared.
How
Right.
much did each one cost?
$50.
Oh, yeah, that's nothing.
Hey, FLIRs are, you get far more than you pay for.
Yeah.
They're just that good. And that's why I stick with systems that use FLIRs. I'm sticking with it for the camera system. Lorax happens to make a really nice system, but
Yeah. Well, if I had, my son, like I said, he brought his down and we were playing with it, and he showed me the backyard view, and it showed me the front yard view.
Yep.
And it showed me he can zoom in and out.
Yeah. Okay.
turn
So
it,
he's got a PTZ. Okay.
and I said the quality of that picture. I mean, it was a he could hit record or he could just take a picture.
Yep. I got both
And
of those. Yeah.
and I said the quality of those pictures is amazing.
Right.
And I said, I don't know if his was I doubt if his was a flare, but I mean, its quality. I mean, you could tell.
Yep. Yeah.
You
There's
could
a
tell whatever you were looking for. And I said, that's pretty good.
yeah.
So,
The reason I get the FLIR is because it's more their infrared than their color. Their color is about the same as the other top-notch cameras. Their infrared is better.
right. Well, like I said, we played with it
Yep.
during the daytime and at nighttime. He showed me what it would look like.
If it's very sharp at night, there's a good chance he's using a FLIR.
But anyways, I told him that, yeah, and he could. It's like when the gas man was there. He sat there and he told the gas man to walk over in front of the garage, and the gas man walked over in front of the garage, and him and the gas man sat there for 45 minutes and carried on a conversation.
Right.
What he needed done or what he wanted done and whatever, and the guy said, okay.
Yeah, and he's talking to him from work probably or something like that.
50 miles away.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I didn't get one with any sort of speaker options. I could have.
Well, most of yours are for the attic, aren't
No. The wiring is installed in the attic.
they? Okay, I thought most of the cameras you got, you wanted to figure out what the rodents or whatnot up in the attic messing with your.
Oh, I thought of temporarily bringing one inside to look at it, and then I talked to my handyman, and we got them out of there lickety split.
Okay.
So no more rodents up there. Retract landing gear.
Anyways,
Just for general
Landing
security.
gear is already retracted.
anyways,
Would you
tomorrow
like me to
I'm
deploy?
gonna make a call and see what I can come up with. Plus, I also got the air conditioner man coming, so I don't know
Deploy landing gear.
what my
Landing gear
on-heat was
deployed.
gonna look like tomorrow. Plus the garden, it's like everything.
All at once, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like my husband says, we've been
Open hailing
procrastinating.
frequencies.
We need to get on the ball and do something.
Requesting
It's like,
docking permission.
Request granted.
Yeah, I've got a couple of things I got to get on the ball on for this week.
it's like I said, I just been waiting for you to pull the trigger. I said I got the phone numbers, but there wasn't no sense in me calling if you wasn't ready to pull the trigger.
Right.
But I think he's getting a little exasperated the last couple. We're out in the middle of nowhere,
Right.
and he's got ready to go work a couple times. One time, he went to work and there was a car parked out there, and when he backed up, the car left. And then another time, he backed up there, and there was a car over there by where our trash dumpster is. And he rolled the window down, and she said something about she'd run out of diesel or something. He thought she said, and that she had help coming. And he said, okay, don't dawdle. And he left it, and then he called me on the cell phone and told me there was, let me know that somebody was out there. And I said, okay. And then there was a knock on the door, and I just kind of went and peeked around the corner. And it's like, I ain't got time to mess with you
Maximum
folks.
capacity.
Anyways, they wrote a note, left it, and I got the note. It says something about, sure appreciate you allowing me to sleep in your driveway. I've come a long ways and still got a long ways to go, and I appreciate you letting me sleep in your driveway. And she was from Louisiana or someplace.
Oh, jeez.
Damn.
Left her name, her address, and the zip code. It's like,
Okay, so she just got to the point where she couldn't hold her eyes open and just
Right,
pulled
right.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I
Yep.
was like, well, okay, that's one off.
Yeah.
Then I had some guy come over and he's talking about my husband, our black pickup,
Galaxy
wanting to
map.
know it's for sale. And I said,
Here's
is there
the
a for
Galaxy
sale
map,
sign on it?
Commander.
He said, no. I said, then the chances are it's not for sale. He said, well, I thought I'd ask. And I said, yeah, well, now you know.
Wait, you have someone else sleeping out there now too?
No, she just has people that just drive by, see the stuff that she's got on her property,
Uh,
and they stop and go look at it. Never mind the fact that it's on private property.
yeah.
And she's got some pretty vintage vehicles there.
Oh, okay.
So,
And then they want to know if it's for sale, even though there's not a for sale sign or anything on it.
Can't really blame them for that. Unless you want to put out a sign that openly
retract
says,
landing gear.
Most
Not
generally,
much
anybody
for
that wants to
sale.
sell a vehicle puts a for sale sign in a window or shoe polish on the windshield or
Yeah.
a
Yep.
sign. There is nothing that around.
Yeah, but some of those antique car hunters don't really have. They also
Well,
some,
all he
And there's
wanted was
always
the
a
rear
price.
end out of it for his pickup, which is just like it. And
uh,
I said, no, it still runs and we still use it. Why in the hell would I sell something I still use?
Well, that's the price.
I said, just because you don't see it move, don't mean it don't move.
and you never know. People can come on your property with, saying they're doing one thing, but they're really scoping it for something else.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I think I made my point when I opened the door and the 9mm was pointing to the ground.
yeah, that's a point.
Yeah.
If I'm ever out there in Oklahoma, I'll let you know I'm coming before I knock on the front door.
Honk the horn. Beep, beep.
I'll get on Discord and say, hey, Lynn, guess what?
Even my son doesn't, I mean, he has the key to the house and he never opens the door without knocking first.
Mm-hmm. No, that's,
Because he knows that I have guns and every one of them's loaded and every one of them's ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Well,
yeah.
do they not do that?
Huh?
Do they not do that?
Do what?
If somebody comes through the front door and they haven't knocked, they're a target.
Yeah, of course.
And anybody who lives in gun country knows that. And they don't go through the front door without announcing, knocking and announcing themselves.
Of course.
Unless they're up to no good, in which case they try and come in with making little noise and they end up perforated.
Yeah.
Legitimately.
That's like I had people that I guess who were going for gun rights says that, your gun should be unloaded and should
No,
be in a
screw that.
safe. And it's
No.
like, okay, yeah, if somebody busts through my door, I'm
I'm-
going to say, can you wait a minute while I go to the safe and get my
I'm
gun unloaded?
adamantly against the idea of gun safes. Because it defeats the whole purpose of having a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with
Yeah, but
unloaded.
wait, Philip. I know that, you know that. But there's people that don't have enough sense to blow their nose when they have a stuffed up nose.
Fair enough.
And a good number of them are legislating in Washington.
We're being paid by billionaires that wants us unarmed
Why,
because
they have their private armies.
yeah, let me tell you something.
Open handling.
If we were like
Requesting
Australia
docking
or
permission.
Deploy landing
New
gear.
Zealand, where
We'd
they
Landing
finally
gear
got the
deployed.
people to give up most of their arms, this what we're going through right now wouldn't be nothing.
Yeah, would be way worse.
Right. They're tiptoeing around doing this shit, hoping that they don't rile up the tribe because it's what was it a Japanese said? The only reason why they didn't attack the mainland of the United States was behind every blade of grass is a gun.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they would have come right over here and walked in on the shores and took over. But they knew that all the people had firearms.
Yeah.
And so therefore they didn't do it.
One of the things that will make, so long as that is true, it's one of the things that will make, taking over the U.S. by any foreign power damn near impossible.
No, they're taking us down from within.
They're taking us down yes, and that's why they have to do that.
But we have some people who are totally stupid to,
Mm-hmm.
to not comprehend that.
Galaxy
Well,
map.
I,
And
frankly,
it's our
Galaxy map.
legislation. If you look at
Here's
everybody
the
in our
galaxy map, Commander.
in the Congress, our
Mm-hmm.
representatives and our senators, you'd be hard pressed to find one of them that doesn't have dual citizenship somewhere,
yeah,
some country, somewhere.
yep,
Mm.
yeah,
And I say this wholeheartedly. If you are a citizen
Translating
of
here.
two different countries
yeah.
or three
That's
different
Landing
countries, hell,
confirmed.
Elon Musk is a citizen of Africa,
Yep,
Canada, and United States.
yep,
Okay, if your citizenship to two different countries, it's kind of like being married to two wives. You
yep.
cannot be faithful.
Frameshift drive charging.
In fact, it's supposed to be illegal for a politician to be
No,
doing that.
only the president and the
Only the
vice president.
president? Okay. I
Only
thought
the
it was
president and the
any.
vice president.
Oh, okay. Thought it was any politician. But
Nope.
either way,
Just look up at just Google Congress. Don't even put Democrat or Republican. Just put Congress representatives who has dual citizenship, and look at that list.
well, you
There's some
can
of them. There's
you can
some of them
kind of
that's
tell just by some of their suggestions and
Mm-hmm.
what they want to pass.
well, true, but you know, there's some of them that's allies with Iran and
Yeah,
Turkey, and
yeah.
you know, they're citizens for it, and it's like
Somalia,
what?
Somalia. Like,
But yeah, I think nobody should be able to
yeah,
have a dual citizenship
yeah,
because not only can you vote in this country, but you can go over there and vote
yeah,
in that country by
yeah.
mail-in ballot or something. And it's like, no, 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 no,
Not
no.
only shouldn't you be able to be a politician, I don't think you should be able to vote if your allegiances also lie elsewhere.
Yeah, you shouldn't. But that's my personal opinion.
Yep.
And a whole bunch of people don't agree with that, which is how they get away with it.
Yeah, well, they'll pay for that misgiving one of these days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We've seen how fast policies seem to change these days.
Only on the surface.
Uh, Unfortunately, they still tend to do damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're living through it right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. First goddamn day in office, too.
it's just like this. If you think it's bad now, just wait
It'll get
because
worse.
it is gonna. There is
Yeah.
no light at the end of the tunnel yet.
No. Oh no, we're far from that.
Or
If
if
you
you
have a 401k, if you have stocks, or you have
Oh,
IRA, you can
hell no.
basically get ready to kiss that sucker completely goodbye.
Cash that stuff in before it all tanks.
Oh, I
Change,
did.
change, change anything that
Here.
uses the
Okay,
U.S.
I'm a,
dollar to something physical that
I'm
actually
one that
worth
has to
money.
see the proof of the pudding, right?
Hmm.
You watch somebody make the pudding, you taste it. You
Yep.
make your decision then whether the pudding is good and was it worth the steps that it got there. Okay?
Yep.
And this is how I look at it. I had stocks, I had a 401k, and I had an IRA.
Okay.
In 8 years, underneath a Democrat, let's not label them. 8 years underneath a Democrat president.
Okay.
Uh, all of them total made me 8,000 profit.
Uh,
8 years, 1,000 a year.
that's horrible.
The next one that took over was a Republican.
Yep.
4 years, the same, never changed them. Made me 18,000
Yep.
profit.
Yep.
And when I seen what was happening about November the 6th after the election,
Yep.
I went in there and drug all my money out.
Hell yeah.
I drug it out. I thought I'll pay the taxes on it. I'll bear the burden because that puppy is gonna
Yeah.
tank. And sure enough, I've watched my husband's go downhill, and it's like, you need to pull it out. You need to pull it out.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Docking request
But,
granted.
You
Deploy
know,
landing gear.
it's just the way it
Landing
is.
gear deployed.
Yeah.
And life itself has become the stock market.
Landing gear deployed.
And just
We
as
ain't worth very much, I'll guarantee you that much.
Yeah. Yeah. Life is cheap.
Sure is. When you got billionaires talking about the population of the world is too high and we need to eradicate about
Yeah.
8 billion. And it's like, what? And I'm like, you go first and I'll be right behind you.
They mention all these crazy things, but they don't want to sacrifice anything,
Well,
let alone themselves.
that's like Tom Cruise. I had to laugh my ass off at that little
What did
piece
he
of
say this
Hollywood stuff.
time?
Oh, he was talking about climate change and that we needed to stop traveling and all that stuff. But then what does he
He's
do?
on
He takes a private jet from wherever he was filming to Hollywood to go to his premiere, and then hires a private helicopter to take him from the airport 1 mile to
Yeah.
the thing so he can land there in style. And I'm sitting there going, and he's telling me not to do shit like
Yeah,
that. Okay,
it's insane.
okay. That's the reason why I don't take them serious,
Yep.
because they're not going to give up anything.
No.
Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
That's like John Kerry. He flies private all the time. And he's the loudest mouth of the bunch.
Even worse, AOC.
Oh,
She's only.
now,
Oh,
we can't talk about simple-minded people. I mean, it's just
fair enough.
she
Fair.
doesn't know what a garbage
Yep.
disposal is. She says we have no need for farmers and truck drivers because if you need anything, you just go to the store and pick it up.
Yeah. Oh my
You
god.
Retract landing gear.
You can't
Landing
talk
gear
bad
retracted.
about
You can-
simple-minded people.
You can't fix stupid.
Nope. Commander. She's in the position of power, remind you.
Philip, don't you understand? Those who can do, those who can't teach, those who can't teach legislate.
Yeah.
Frameshift
That's
drive
true.
charging.
And those that can't legislate were bartenders.
Yep.
Because if they can get you drunk enough, they can pass anything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm more
See-
likely to trust a bartender than a politician.
Well, she was a bartender supposedly, so.
Oh,
I would
okay.
trust a lawyer before I trust a bartender. Well,
Uh,
no, hell, I would trust a used car salesman. I would trust a politician.
At least you know what you're getting if he tells you he's a used car salesman.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. It's we got some doozies in here on both sides. We got
Oh,
some
yeah.
doozies. And
It
we
doesn't
just
matter.
might have to get rid of them.
It doesn't matter which side of the podium you want to sit on. There's
No.
real winners on both sides,
Yeah.
and very few, if any, real statesmen left.
And the statesmen have been there so long, they're bought and paid for.
Yeah.
What really gets bad is if you go and you search, Google search, all of the sitting presidents' cabinet members, and then see who they're married to, and research them, it will just make you just go, what?
Yeah.
Because half of his cabinet members, wives or spouses, let's put spouses because some of them is wives, some of them is husbands, so we'll put spouses, are in the media business. working for NBC,
Oh, yeah.
CBS, ABC, CNN, even some
Uh-huh.
on, I think, one or two on Fox. So you're only going to get what they want you to what they want to spend.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the people in the media are ex-CIA members.
Yes, sir. Well, Facebook.
Yep, them too.
Well, Facebook once was, what was it? CIA's pet project,
Oh, yeah.
LifeLock, and then they
Still tied to
turned it
them.
over to the public.
Yeah, that's what they would like us to believe.
They had to so many years, and you have to turn it over to the public. You have to declassify it.
Oh, yeah. But it's still kind of under their boot.
Oh yeah. But if you ever really want some interesting reads, go into United States Air Force vault, or they call it declassification. Go into NSA, CIA, FBI vault, and read some of the declassifications. You just sit there and make your mind just
Explode.
confusion.
Get something to drink while you're doing it too. Something with an alcoholic.
No, you
Deploy
need your
landing
head
gear.
straight.
Landing gear deployed.
Open hailing frequencies.
Some of the shit I've come across is like, what? Say what? But it's, I mean, it's not just, I mean, what's really bad is it's not just one organization.
Nope.
It's, okay, here you go.
Scan detected.
If you do any kind of food preservation like I do, canning,
No. You're not
it,
getting into the food industry. This is going to be bad.
well,
Everyone knows you're all corrupt to the core.
well, no, just listen.
Okay.
They tell you, they tell everybody, they'll tell Trace, they'll tell you, and they'll tell me, well, you can't can that because it's not safe. We haven't done tests on it. Well, why haven't you done tests on it? Well, we didn't see no need in it. But you can go to the store, walk down the can aisle, and you can find what you wanted to can at home in a can by somebody else.
Yep.
And it's
Yep.
like, it's safe for them to can the same product that I want to can, but you say it ain't safe for me to can. But they're not using any special equipment any more than I would with a pressure cooker or canner. It's just they're
Galaxy
canning
map.
millions of gallons of this
Here's the galaxy
when
map,
I'm
Commander.
canning maybe a gallon or two. And it's like, okay.
A lot of times with them, it's what they want to spend money, and if they don't want to spend money on something, they'll try claiming
landing
it's
gear.
unsafe.
Landing
Philip,
gear detected.
how do you control a large population? If you can control their food, their money, and their house, you control them. You can get them to jump through any hoop you want them to.
Yep. Everyone needs food. Everyone needs security.
And all they'll say is, well, if you don't want to do this, the supermarket's going to be bare,
Yeah.
like they are right now. Supermarkets are not stocked like they once was over a year and a half, 2 years ago. What used to be a norm in a winter storm here for the last 10 or 15 years, a store had a 3-day supply of food. Well, now it's down within hours if you have any kind of emergency.
Yeah, definitely. At least the most desirable items.
No, the items to survive: water
Yeah.
and food,
Yep.
bread, milk, eggs. And it's happened in less than 5 years. We went through. Oh hell, you guys remember not being able to find toilet paper?
Yeah. That was a huge thing. It's like, come on, out of all the things you can empty, went for toilet paper. Fine.
Yeah. And then it was then it was the food, or hand sanitizer was
Yeah,
next.
hand yep.
Yeah, and all this
No,
stuff.
it was alcohol to be specific. But basic, just pure alcohol. That was cleaned almost instantly.
Well,
And
that's a
then
good sign.
came the hand sanitizer.
Well, you know why the alcohol? Because people
Yeah,
were making their own.
yeah. Yeah, and it's more useful in general.
It's like I told him, I said, stop buying the alcohol and go
Shit,
buy your
forgot to
100% proof
press
vodka.
talking.
Same thing.
Stop. Back up. No.
What?
Don't destroy me.
What?
Stupid cutter, slow piece of shit. That's the problem. There. God damn cutter. I wasn't even going fast. Jesus. I was coasting and the damn thing wouldn't stop.
You got a football stadium size ship there and you want it to stop on a dime? It's not going to happen. Jeez. How many times does Trace have to tell you?
The big ship, you got to plan ahead.
That's like you can take a go-kart and stop it on a dime. Take an 18-wheeler and try to do the same thing. Ain't happening.
No, your trailer will switch ends with your cab if you try it.
Only on icy roads. It'll push you, but it won't go around you.
Seen more idiots cut off trucks.
Yeah, I see that all the time too. It's insane. The goal you must have to even somehow that go through your head somehow. Oh, I'm just gonna what?
Philip, they have your attitude. I need to get off there. I'm going. It's not my fault he's in the road.
This is
Kind of like
game,
you
though.
going in and out of stations.
Yeah, this is
I
game.
have the right of way. No, you don't.
Yeah, the only difference is there's no do-overs. Especially with the truck of all things. What the hell? People are insane.
There are days where I go onto YouTube and, search for truck brake check
Why would you search for that?
so I can watch all the idiots get their cars punted off the road. You brake check it.
What is really annoying is a lot of people do that on purpose. They
Yeah.
jump in front of a truck and slam on their brakes, hoping
Yeah.
that he'll run into ass end of them.
Yep, and what they don't understand is that every trucker now has a dash cam. You do that,
Yep.
you're at fault.
Oh yeah.
Hello,
Yeah.
Mr. Biggles.
I bet good.
Hello. How are we all?
I'm
We're
just sitting
okay.
here looking at the inside of my carrier.
Okay.
I'm done with the CG. I'm not putting in no 43,000 like Cam did. Screw that shit.
He's already up to 43.
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
got kicked out of the top 10 commanders earlier today.
Did he?
Yes, yeah, it's
No, he's still there.
oh yeah, 43,172. He's still there. That's Cam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard he got kicked out.
No.
I thought he
Like,
did.
Yeah,
But no, that's the that
he
That's
said
what he's
Nar-
got in there. 43,172. He's
Open
still in
hailing
the top
frequencies.
10 commanders by
Requesting
one
docking
ton.
permission.
Damn.
Granted.
Yeah, he said one.
Now I got
template
kicked
was
out of the
showing
top
him.
10% by 100.
Oh no. Well, you sure you don't want to do any more
Nope,
runs?
I'm done.
You will have the cargo there. I mean,
I know I got it.
she's just tired of the whole thing. So
Okay.
I'm tired of it.
Okay.
Three missile racks is more than I need.
Okay.
deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
In fact, I think
Gonna have lots of weapons on and stuff.
after I get done emptying Lynn's carrier, I think I'm done with it too.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, once I'm done, I'm filling this up to full, which is 18,000 if you count my ship. That will give me 36,000, and then I'm done. So
Well, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Oop, boing. Well, I put a dent in their deck.
I'm proud of you. You showed initiative. Now, Thursday, Friday, and almost Saturday, I was like, ah.
Engines disengaged.
Didn't think you were gonna get there. You just didn't seem to be moving, but
Well,
okay.
it when you're loading, you don't see any progress happening.
Well,
You
you
only see the progress when you deliver.
Cargo hold at maximum
So
What do you
capacity.
mean? This
it
whole
only
total,
really counts when you
this whole total
actually.
CG, I put in 1, 2, or not I. Me, Truck It, and Trace has put in. I know I've got one carrier full that I turned in. Truck It's probably got half of.
galaxy map.
We've loaded
Here's the galaxy map,
probably
Commander.
We've done 5
4.
carriers worth of stuff.
Yeah, 4 or 5. So the difference is that we were splitting it.
Yeah.
Or was.
Yeah.
There was a couple of days I let Truck It do it, and I didn't do shit except help load.
Yeah.
And 15,000 tons is 2 hours and 30 minutes to load.
And I'm working on my
21
3rd
trips.
carrier full right now.
Released. Engines
And
engaged.
how much does that give you, Trace?
All right, now I've got 32,865.
Damn. Okay.
I'll be almost to 38,000 by the time I'm done. Retract landing gear.
Landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
And hopefully that's enough to keep me in the top 25.
It should be. It should be. Oh no, it should keep you in the top 10%.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe not. We'll see.
Frame shift drive.
35 is way over half, so.
Yeah. Oh damn! Crashing into the planet. Yep.
That's cool.
Yep. It's all cool.
But, it's just. I just got to thinking about it because these AX I'm going to use on the crate.
Mm-hmm.
And it don't make no sense because I've got the plasmas.
And you have the laser that you need to bring.
Yeah, your laser is on one of the 3 slots, and then you have 3 slots, which I got the plasma charger. Then you have two spots, and I kind of another
Yeah,
thing.
plenty of
Another
spots.
thing that kind of bugged me was that the hull reinforcements
Yeah, it's
wasn't
underpowered.
as good as what we could engineer,
Mm.
and so that kind of
Yeah.
put a
That was a pain
kink.
in the ass CG too.
Kink in it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not gonna waste my time if these secret missiles ain't.
I had
Secret missiles.
a feeling they weren't all these Darkwood geared things weren't going to be all that better, because if they gave us the power to do considerably better against the Darkwood, be overpowered, I think, and give us unless they make it available through the brokers later on, I don't think they would allow it.
Well, supposedly they are, but
Oh.
the Gauss cannon that Salvation had, you got the potent one through the CG, but the other Gauss cannon that he sells at Maya at the Bright Sentinel or whatever the hell it is
I've been there.
it's just a couple of degrees less than what it is.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Only problem is I don't like it because you have to
Yeah.
be a dead-eye shot with it.
Yep.
Where a plasma will allow you to fudge every once in a while.
Mm.
Same as the AX multi-cannons. Multi-cannons are always good, so.
You'll
Well,
have
that's
to
what-
ask Mr. Biggles about that.
Oh, you
Well,
don't use a
I
multi-cannon?
don't know.
No, that's what Chris used against the scouts, and he was killing them faster than we could just tag him for the I don't know, the bonus, the combat bomb bonus. Like
Oh,
he was
yeah.
just destroying them. but it was because he had them on turrets, and the turrets would just lock on and shred them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though we were trying to swimp around there to get him, he'd had him. It's like,
It was like,
Open
wow.
hailing frequencies.
it's like, okay, Maverick,
Requesting docking permission.
leave some for us, will you?
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
That way.
Did you see what I posted in chat, Mr. Biggles?
Yeah, I'm trying to follow what it's about.
Galnet put on there that at Bright Sentinel and a few other places that Salvation visits, Azimuth Biotech, which is supposedly out of business and has been for 100 years, is the minor faction. And then it has a few bases that it's having problems with. One is a biochemical and the other one is a biome, or whatever you want to call it. And so I put them in there. But what really intrigued me is that the missing person report,
Galaxy map.
that he
Here's
found
the galaxy
something
map, Commander.
and then he went missing.
That's interesting.
Yeah. It's all leading back to the through. You know, it's another dot in the lore, another point of interest.
Retract landing gear.
Landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
And then Galnet is trying to let on that we don't really know who Salvation is yet.
He's a psychopath.
Well, they had him linked to that one guy, Witchley?
Yeah.
So, but we need to keep up on that because I'm sure that we're going to have to know who we're fighting against. But yeah, if it comes to Wednesday night about 11 o'clock and I see that I could get 2 loads, get in the
Yeah.
top 10,
Top 10 you're going.
I may flop over there and do it. But
How many do you have in there?
19,008.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it'd be one thing if it pay you any credits.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
with the credits I'm
It's-
getting, I'm gonna break even maybe with the tritium and the
It's-
upkeep.
This is one of the worst CGs ever as far as credits go.
No, it's not.
No, not even close. There have been much worse.
Really?
Yeah.
This is pretty damn bad.
At least this one has rewards. I've seen some of it didn't have nothing, and you were
Oh.
making 3-4 billion every time you turn a load in.
But then at least you're making money turning them in.
40 loads at 4 billion is what, 80 million? Barely a week's upkeep for a carrier. I can make more money on foot combat in 10 fights. Oh, there's Cam.
Yeah, if the AX weapons weren't here, I'd be already out at Colonia.
Yeah. I mean, if the AX weapons weren't here, no one would be doing these in the first place.
No, it's not
Well, it depends. There is a engineer to that you can unlock, and there's a permit to obtain, and then there's permits and engineers on the other side.
And if you don't have them, well, it's not that bad a CG.
No.
I think I'm missing the foot one, but if it requires any effort on that one, it's not worth it. I'd rather
You have to
unlock.
become unfriendly with Sirius.
God damn it.
Which is
It's
really
that
easy
one
to
now.
do. Just go take a
Yeah.
whole bunch of missions with Sirius and fail them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh look, you're done in like 20 minutes. Okay.
What, Cam just said that?
No, I just said that.
Oh, wait. You said done in. Yeah.
Yeah, you can get
That's
unfriendly with
fast.
them really quickly if you
Yeah.
want to.
It's not hard
I
to
did.
fail missions.
Well, especially
Yeah.
if they're turn-on missions and you get to walk away with the
Yeah, the power regular.
power regulators.
Yeah, I have a lot of them that's still mission related.
They're all tagged up.
But then again, Chris showed me that one over there at oh hell, what was it? BDN.
Okay.
Take out 3 guards and you go in and steal the regulator.
Ah!
That's hilarious. Only 3 guards.
Yeah, it's a tourist spot, and there's 3 guards around the power plant, and everybody else is at the other end. You just have a
Deploy landing
silenced
gear.
weapon, and you go up there and you kill.
Landing
Yeah, you
gear
kill 3, and then the guy
Overhailing
inside.
frequencies?
4 total.
Oh, damn.
Requesting
Okay.
docking
I just
permission.
kept taking missions and cancelling them when they gave me the power generator.
Yeah,
Ah,
that works.
I
you
paid
can
the
do it that way
fine,
too.
so we're all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
hilarious
Except
thing
your
is,
reputation is shot at those
yeah,
places.
Yeah, give it a couple
the
of weeks. It'll
power
come up to neutral.
regulator's worth more than the fine.
Mm,
I
Well,
only do it with
I
guys that
think
I'm
it is.
allied with, and then you're okay.
yeah.
Do a few
Are
missions.
you saying Sirius is going to lose some more power regulators?
I've got, I think I've got like 20, 30 or 40 power regulators just sitting there now.
Wow.
That's what Sirius gets for being so shady. And being required to unlock a shady engineer.
Let's see. I got 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 29 plus 31 is what? 29 plus 31 is
60.
60.
You should be out by now after all those suits you upgraded. But you still
No,
have
because I got
regular-
all my suits upgraded, and then I went back and restocked up for the next series of
Oh,
suits if
okay.
we have any. That's how you.
Galaxy map.
That's how you do this game. You
Here's the
don't just
galaxy
stop
map,
because you got
Commander.
everything engineered. You go back and fill up. It's like ship material or ship stuff. Mine's all full. The raw's all full. The data could use a little bit more.
Yep.
Yeah, I need the manufactured in the data. I'll probably do a run to fill those after I get the carrier done.
I need manufacturing.
Dove's hope. We got Dove's hope.
Lord
Ship released.
I can't believe.
Retract
I
landing gear.
can't believe.
Landing gear
Frontier
retracted.
considers that okay, yet they at least they had nerfed Isinor that requires a permit. It makes no goddamn sense.
Have you been back over there?
Not yet. I'm going to go
Then
after
you-
when I get time.
You're assuming that it's still nerfed. They may have fixed it.
Right drive charging.
Yeah, I don't. That nerf may not have been intentional, or it may. I don't know.
But you know, you also got Jameson Crash Site. You can go around and around and around and around and around and then trade that stuff down.
I'll stick with the high signal sources for now. Thank you very much. It's slower, but at least it's gameplay.
You're not doing high signal sources for encoded though. It's
No, that's
And if you're like I am, all the encoded gives you the same shit you're full on, so you have to go somewhere
Yeah.
different. And see, this is what I think. Can't prove it, but this is just my hypothesis of looking at the situation. We don't have a suit for on-foot Thargoid, right?
Right.
Well, Uma Lazarus has an envelope out behind her name for the next engineer.
Oh, does
And
she?
how do you get her open for a lot of people who don't? You put her in a CG.
Yeah. Is that the one that's in the CG?
Yep.
Mhm. So I'm thinking pretty shortly, between now and Christmas, we could see possibly a new engineer. Possibly. Because it don't make no sense otherwise. Why put her in a CG?
What year do you need for her? Only top
50%?
No, not even. Only top 75. Bill
No,
Turner
that's
needs
no,
50.
no. Top 75% is the
Oh, permit.
Alala permit. Top 50 is access to Bill Turner's workshop,
Oh,
access
okay.
to Uma Lazarus' workshop.
Yeah, right. Oh, well, top 50. Yeah, that's quite a bit when you're working on another CG at the same time.
4 loads.
Oh no, my bad. I was looking at the wrong number. Top 50 is only 3.5 thousand at the moment.
For, let's see, no.
It's about 6 loads.
6
in all.
loads.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not too bad. Might do that if there's time.
Open
I
And
hailing
jumping in
frequencies.
and jumping in where we're at, it's 799
hailing
light
frequencies.
seconds, not 4,000.
Requesting docking permission.
Deploy landing gear.
Oh, how
Landing
far
gear
is that?
deployed.
It's right up by the star. It's real close.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Come!
Landing gear deployed.
Sweet.
Cam. Can't hear you.
He's muted?
No, he ain't figured out how to use his telephone in Discord.
Oh, goddamn. What a nightmare.
All good fun, eh?
Oh, yeah. Cam, I still show you up there at the top 10 commanders with 143, 43, 172. And mine's refreshed.
Maybe someone left.
Anytime you see somebody somebody join in, the numbers change, but they go right back up where they was, it's not more.
Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Galaxy map. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're at the. That's right. You're offloading and you have to
Oh
jump
my
to
god.
Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
What's up?
You?
Oh, I haven't needed to put the galaxy map in the wild in my defense.
Frameshift drive
Oh.
charging.
I don't know that that's a defense.
Oh, hush. Just be quiet.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, I guess he's just in here listening to us.
Okay.
Yeah, he should be at work,
He's
and
a
he's probably waiting
lurker.
on everybody to eat their damn breakfast so they can get to work.
Oh,
So,
yeah, that's right. It's like midday to him.
yeah.
Almost.
No, it's 9:20 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
He is exactly 12 hours different.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So he just clocked in not too long ago then.
Yes.
According to him, he goes to work. They have a meeting first, and then after the meeting, everybody there go. I guess whoever works there, the natives or whatever, go and eat breakfast, and he's sitting there twiddling his thumbs, waiting for them to get done so they can go to work. I don't know how it works.
Well, hopefully he's contracting, because then, he's getting paid to twiddle his thumbs.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, get your ass out of the mail slot.
And there you go. The reason why cars get hit in the ass in by semi trucks. But I do think that Cody had a thing with a Type 10, Type 9. Every time he went in there, his Type 9 tried to go in at the same time.
Oh.
Every
My
time.
situation, I was talking about my ass. Damn cutter doesn't, because it's so long and big, bulky.
I'm not having any problem with it.
Its ass takes forever to exit the mail slot so you can turn into the landing pad.
Usually the only times I'm hitting going through the mail slot with the cutter are when I'm going too fast and I deliberately use the mail slot to slow me down by scraping the pylons against the side.
Oh, I can go through the mail slot just fine, but if the landing pad is near the entrance, I tend to like to nosedive to it, and you can't do that
Why?
with the cutter. You can do that with every other ship in the game, not a cutter.
Why would you do that? You just pull it forward and use your thrusters. Oh wait, you don't use your thrusters.
Yeah, I do. But if it's
Open
right
hailing
there,
frequencies.
I don't want to have to go past
Requesting
it
docking
before I
permission.
start to decide to land.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Yeah, it's surprisingly easy to go through the mail slot with the cutter. It's like perfectly centered. A thing of beauty almost, actually.
And it handles very well if you know what the hell you're doing.
Oh, well, through the mail slot I haven't
Galaxy
had
map.
issues, but there's
Here's
this
the galaxy
weird
map,
drift
Commander.
issue, usually when you're trying to land on the mega ship, but
Not having that issue?
once in a while it happens when you're trying to land on
That happens when
another
you're
planet.
rushing things.
No, I'm easing her.
Retract landing gear.
Released. Engines
Landing gear retracted.
Please, I didn't lose target of my carrier this time. That's been happening a lot tonight for some reason.
hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Retract landing gear.
Landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Frameshift drive charging.
Departure complete. Farewell, Commander.
Four, three, two,
Boy, this is going to be a rough entry. Put me right in the side of the fins. The dividers of the station.
Kind of wish I'd made a short of that time that it dumped me in the fins. It literally clipped me into the fins.
You had to relock.
Now, I eventually broke out of them after taking a bit of damage.
Huh, it wasn't that bad. Put me near the front, so all I had to do is veer to one side and I'm free.
Uh-huh. Well, I had one of those Orbis stations, and you know how it's got those bunch of fins in the
Yeah.
back? It'll
Yeah.
put me right in the center of all of them.
No, that's horrible. That happened to me one time. Didn't go too well. I survived, but
In an anaconda.
oh my lord, that happened to you in an anaconda?
Yeah.
It happened to me in my Phantom.
Yeah, now try and get out when you're in an anaconda and you're getting twirled around and bounced off of those things.
Damn.
I came pretty close to the same situation a couple of nights ago in the cutter.
Yeah,
Was
I
it?
remember hearing you saying you were lying.
Yeah, I was I was to the side, so I didn't get locked
Yeah.
in the middle. So,
Yeah.
but I still got whacked. Took a little shield damage, but that was okay. Got out of there. Still coming in when you're it's like all you could see is station parts. It's like, wow. Let's not do that again.
major hits with this cutter yet. Just minor scratching.
Just wait.
And the 6 shields are surprisingly holding up fairly well. Surprisingly so.
Yeah.
We're using
They're
bi
easy to move,
weaves.
right? They are.
No, I'm using prismatics, I believe.
Okay, well, if you've got fully engineered prismatics, yeah, they'll handle just about anything. You shouldn't be surprised that you're just shrugging off damage with those. They're great shields.
Yeah.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Request granted.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Why am I drifting? No, 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 no. Wow, I'm surprised it didn't catch the pylon on the side of the mail slot. It didn't look like I had enough clearance.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged. Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Retract landing gear.
Landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Frameshift drive charging.
What's that?
His cam come back.
Yep. But he's muted. He's
Ah.
just gonna listen to us.
Okay.
Oh, and there he goes again. Technology at its finest.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed. Scan detected.
Docking confirmed. Ship is secure. Welcome, Commander.
Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Retract landing gear.
Launch underway.
Landing gear retracted.
Frameshift drive charging.
Goodbye, Commander. Bon voyage.
Four, three, two, one.
How the hell did I just do that?
Don't know, cause I can't see from here.
I almost I had the cutter turned up to down instead of left to right, and it kind of fit without touching anything. I didn't think the cutter could fit that way. Trace, are you muted?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
You haven't said
Silent.
anything worth answering to yet.
Yeah, but you've been silent for a while. Making sure he's not muted.
No, I'm just waiting for 4,000 light seconds to go by.
Yes. Goes by fairly quick, actually. Leads in the cutter.
All ships are the same speed in Super Cruise. Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Minimum clearance. What? I didn't even touch the ship. Okay. What? Trying to hit the quarter for 200 for fines or something?
Scan detected. Docking successful. Engines disengaged. Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Galaxy map.
Damn, it is
Here's the
that time
galaxy map,
of the year,
Commander.
isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Time definitely flies.
Got 2 runs left to empty it.
Oh, nice.
Shit, the top 10 commanders is now at 75,000 tons.
No,
Very
it
top.
No, it can't be 75,000.
Top commanders, 75,000 tons.
It must be a glitch in the
Ship
recorder
released.
No,
or something. It can't be.
retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
75,000.
That's 13 carrier loads at 15,000. More.
That's insane.
Frameshift drive charging.
Somebody must have been on
And
Red
that-
Bull and not took a nap.
Yeah, and that's not splitting carrier loads either.
No,
No.
God damn, that's insane.
Hell, the other one is 108,300.
Really?
Who's a
Yeah.
what?
What? How?
So it
Why?
is.
Why?
They want that chieftain.
Wait, the chieftain is top 10 commanders, not top 10%?
Top 10
Top
commanders.
25 commanders.
25.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. They wanted that bad. It's not special, guys.
I
Oh,
know
yes,
it's
it is.
special.
Oh,
They're
it's very
19 billion
special.
each. Oh, no, sorry, 19 million.
Yes, but when on rebuys, it's 100 credits.
Oh, okay, so it does get the
There,
free
yes,
purchase.
there
Okay.
is a significant advantage to getting a ship that way, and it's on the rebuys.
Okay.
But it's just an ordinary, average, everyday
Yeah.
chieftain.
Right.
It's not dressed up or
No,
engineered.
doesn't have a unique cosmetic to it or anything. It's just
It's
a
just
chieftain.
it's just 100 credit
Yeah,
chieftain.
100.
I mean,
Offering a stock alliance chieftain.
yep. Stock Alliance Chieftain, 100 credit rebuy. Yeah.
If you want to use that as your main combat vessel, that's actually a good deal.
Yes.
Uh,
That's why it's such an intense competition for
damn.
it.
I don't know if it's worth that kind of effort. 100 and something thousand. God
That
damn.
depends how you play the game. For some people, yeah,
Insane. How
it's
are they
worth it.
even doing that?
Some people like to win these ships instead of buying it. I mean, hell, I'm sitting here. I'm the owner of a beluga, an orca, and a dolphin that I won in a CG.
Wait, how do you not have the Type 6?
I got the Type 6 too, but I'm
Oh,
just saying
okay.
I've won them. Plus, I got a vulture. What
Oh,
is
yeah,
that?
that's right. There was a vulture that
And a
2 CDs ago.
clipper or a courier or something.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The Winking Cat offered 2 ships, I think. If I'm not mistaken.
The courier one was when I was exploring. So I couldn't
No, it was the Winky Cat
Which you weren't here for
in
because your
December.
computer was dead.
mm,
Deploy landing gear.
We earned 150
Landing
million
gear
and I
deployed.
think 2 ships,
Open hailing
or
frequencies.
1 ship anyways, and then
Requesting
2
docking
flak
permission.
launchers or 3.
Landing gear deployed.
You can ask James, he was all about the flak launchers.
well, that would come in handy now.
They're
with
pretty.
those,
They're pretty. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they were pretty.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Are those the ones that shoot out like roses or something?
No.
No, it's
There's
the
red, green, and yellow, I believe.
yeah, they're just pretty. That's it. Custom skins.
Yep.
And make you go, what the hell, when you're out there fighting Thargoids and all of a
Yeah.
sudden one of them comes and blows up in front of you and you're like, when did they get that shit? And then you hear James over there going, here I thought the Thargoids had found him a new weapon.
They have me.
But that was perfect. I mean, wherever the hell he was, that thing blowed up right in front of my canopy. You know, I couldn't see
Galaxy
the
map.
Thargoid for all the little sparkly
Here's the
crap.
galaxy map, Commander.
And it's like, when did they get that shit? And
Yeah.
everybody says, what shit? And I said, all that colorful crap. And I hear, it's like, James.
How did you didn't know about it at the time?
Retract landing gear. Wasn't
I
I didn't
expecting
know
it.
anybody had a damn flak launcher with them. No.
Oh, okay.
We've
Retract
been
landing gear.
ignoring the swarms.
Landing gear.
Landing
Oh.
gear retracted.
We'd absolutely been ignoring the swarms, but we found out we could take them out before the swarms could really do that much damage to us.
Frameshift drive
Good
charging.
tactic.
Launch successful. Good luck, Commander.
The only time me and James ever got any damage is when we went after the heart. Teach us to go after that thing.
That dissipating cloud that doesn't actually dissipate.
Oh, it does, but you have to wait a while, and here's the problem.
Will
While
be
you're waiting on the
invincible and
cloud to
still be there.
disappear, there's an interceptor getting ready to jump in just as soon as you put that puppy in your cargo.
Yep. Yeah, that's when you get the hard of dodge after once you pick that up. And hope they don't have time to hyper interdict you.
Hello, Hans. Just another load after this one. And then I think I'll call it quits for this CG.
So you're done then. You
Oh, yeah.
got your 30, what was it, 8? 38?
Just under 38, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
And hello,
after one
Hans.
more
I
run.
heard you're doing good. I heard you were in the top 10 or close to it. And another thing you got to remember, Philip,
Yeah.
these AX weapons,
Yep.
you can only have 4.
Yeah, they're
You
experimentals.
you can either have 2 of them and 2 of the Guardian.
Yep.
So, you know, you're not going to be putting 4 on a ship. Unless you're James and you want to go out there and make a point.
Yeah. Whoa. What the hell was that jerk back? That was new.
You rubber banded?
No, it's rubber
That's not
band.
new.
Yeah.
Rubber banding happens.
Yeah.
Just not to me. It was small, but
Rubber banding happens. It happens enough that there's a term for it.
yeah. What the hell? Why? I need to request docking again? Are you kidding me? I have clearance, you bastards.
Apparently not. It never got the message.
And I'm going to get destroyed. Like, I had clearance, then I go in, it rubber bands me, I still have clearance, but then I get an alarm when I reapproach it. So basically, it thinks I already entered through the mail slot.
No,
Yeah.
Then I tried.
it lost the message. So your client thought, you know, the client sends the message and it doesn't bother to check until later to see if it was actually received.
Let's see if I still have my cargo. I think I'm in one piece. It looks like. Oh no, I was an empty cargo anyway. That's why I entered the station. Let's try this again, game. Let's see what my fine's up to now.
Hans is going to knock Cam out of the top 10.
Is he?
Really?
He's going for 45.
Wow.
Yeah, but I believe both of
Open
them will
hailing
be knocked out
frequencies.
before long.
Requesting docking permission.
The top is over 70 already. That's not a
75.
real number.
Engines at
That
75.
can't be a real number.
Deploy landing gear.
Philip, some people
Landing
wasn't
gear
sitting
deployed.
on their ass trying to load a carrier. They were in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out.
Landing gear
Are
deployed.
they loading the carrier in the CG system?
I think
I mean, how are
I
they
think
getting?
some of them already had that stuff on their carrier to start with. Pretty shrewd, some of them.
Uh,
Yeah, that's a
I
weird
don't
thing to
know. We had
have.
too many good CGs
Yeah,
before this for them to be stuffed.
yeah, I don't think I buy that.
Well, the numbers that they put in
Yeah,
within that
it's
first hour
insane.
was
I
beyond
know.
their ability to load.
Yes, I know that. But
Well,
Wait,
then either they're hacking,
Engines
which you can't do because it's server side,
mm,
or they preloaded.
they couldn't have though. I mean,
or they're paying an ungodly amount where you pick it up at, and people
oh,
were helping them load.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, that has to be it.
cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Say it
Yeah.
took me 3 hours to load.
Mm-hmm.
That's slow. That's eight loads in a 24-hour period.
Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
That's
That's
six,
if that's
60.
all you
That's
did all day.
120,000 tons. That's in one 24-hour period.
Yeah, so I mean these numbers are not out there. They're just
They're
Plus,
insane
you got
nonetheless.
kids that know how to fly these ships faster than any of us old goats do.
Ship released.
track
And,
landing gear.
you know, they'll go
Landing
with
gear
nothing
retracted.
on their ships, just cargo wrecks, and they can get close to 800. Some ships, I imagine they can get 946 or something. Maybe a Type 9.
Cutter, if you completely fill it, is 396. Sorry, 796 tons,
Frameshift
and that is the
drive
most
charging.
cargo any ship can carry in the game right now.
Okay,
Okay.
not even a Type 9 can beat that?
No, it's less.
Oh, okay.
It's
I thought
700.
they had,
Type
Well,
9.
I just put it down there that, you know, I don't know what other ships will haul. I know what a cutter will haul, but
I have fully analyzed
if
it.
they were over there where I was, say Mr. Biggles, and they had a sign up there that says, "I'm paying $1 million a ton for computer components," you don't think I couldn't get loaded up pretty quick?
yeah, definitely could. Oh, you know what? That has to be, yeah, I'm sure
That's how they do it.
I mean, we made so much money during the past CGs. I mean, what's
Mhm.
the big deal about tossing a few bill at this CG?
Right.
It's nothing. Yeah,
I don't see why they're going for the high thing on this one though, because there's not no
yeah,
ship giveaway.
it's,
But you know,
yeah. There's no
Well, that's why it's at
big reward.
180,000 tons on the other
108.
CG. 108,000 tons on the other CG.
Oh my. Yep.
Yeah, and that's going to continue to go up hard.
Yeah.
Um, because that free rebuy or 100 credit rebuy is
Yeah. On a ship mainly for
oh
combat at that.
yep.
You see, I don't see why they're so far behind because you got people putting in 108, and the next one is 40, and the next one's 12. I
Yeah,
mean, they're so close. I don't understand why.
because the only thing people are going for really are the top 10. There's some people trying to get an free engineer out of it, but most people
If
doing
you
it
stop,
are
wait. What I'm telling you is stop and look at all the numbers. Even the top 75%, you got between 8 and 3,000. And in the other CG, you got between 1,000 and 3,500. Top 100 is 100 to 800, and the top 100% down there is 100 to 1,000. I mean, if you look at the numbers are so damn close that it should be a lot closer than what it is.
Hmm.
They're putting in more time, less people. They're putting in just about as much tons. But they're
Disengage.
like we got in this CG 14
Leaving
million
hyperspace.
turned in, and they got 7 million in the other one. That's rounded. That's not the exact numbers, and it's like, excuse me, how can that be when they got basically almost more tons than you got?
I think most of it's coming from the few hardcore people, and that's why it's like that's almost the only people doing it, or like people trying
Open
to
hailing
hardcore it.
frequencies.
Oh, I know,
Requesting
but
docking
I mean the
permission.
difference
Deploy
in
landing
people's
gear.
only 700.
Landing gear deployed.
I mean, I think Elite has their finger on the scale. If you really want to know the truth.
Landing gear deployed.
Wait a second. That doesn't. Wait. I see what you mean. Wait, it can't be. That can't be the differences.
The only one that's really ahead is the top 10%, and it's like 19,136 to 43,000, and theirs is 12,000 to 40,000.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not that far behind. They shouldn't be that far behind. I don't know.
Yeah, they're strangely really close.
Yeah, to be so far behind.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They're full. The numbers are so close. The participants are like 700. So
The biggest problem is I don't get how the top 10 and the top 25% are that close. They're like what, 5K away?
Galaxy map.
Yeah, 5K
Here's
away.
the galaxy map
something
commander.
like that, yeah.
All right, you're empty, Lynn.
Okie doke.
I mean,
This is my last run.
are these mainly carriers that are basically full on tritium and that's all they can do or something? I don't know.
Well, I'll put a buy order in.
Retract landing gear.
Park it somewhere where we can
Landing
load.
gear retracted.
I'm totally empty. He took off 15,000. I'll buy him a little baby some stuff.
Frameshift drive charging.
Departure complete. Bon voyage.
I'm gonna be at 37,689.
You should stay there.
Yeah, it should be good.
Good. Should be real good.
I don't need to be in the top 10 commanders. Just high enough in the top 10% that I stay there.
Yep. Loaded.
In this one, the only thing the top 10% gives you is bragging rights.
Mm-hmm.
The other one gives you a chieftain.
And it's still over 70 for the top 10.
Well, you do have people who want the bragging rights.
Yeah, but
There's more than
you
10 of
would
them.
think- Yeah, you would think though, they would want to take a breather after the past couple CGs we had.
No. And the other thing you run into, even in this game, is there are professional game players. And part of their pay is being, they get bonuses for getting in the top 10 commanders on a CG. That affects their actual pay.
There's actual teams and stuff?
Not teams.
Oh,
They're
okay, but
paid professional
Okay.
game players.
did they promote the game? I haven't really.
They
checked
promote they probably promote the game. They probably promote the equipment they're using.
Oh, okay.
They're sponsored and they have to get certain things to get certain levels in their sponsorships.
Why did a pirate just drop into me?
Why not?
Because
They do that.
Well, I looped a ship.
So?
They usually.
that's when they're gonna fall in on you because they were right behind you, getting ready to hyper interdict you, or interdict you.
And they
not
followed
hyper
you right through the loop. Yep.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have caught me if I didn't loop. God.
Well,
Depending on when you loop, you can it either helps you or hinders you.
Yeah, that time.
Good luck.
I got
Yeah.
out. I mean, for some reason they didn't seem to even have hatch breakers on board. What's the point of being a pirate if you don't have hatch breakers?
he was probably seeing what you were gonna do.
He was firing at me.
Well, if he blows you up, he don't have to have hatch breakers. He just has to have collectors.
Fair enough.
He scattered your little computer components or whatever you're hauling all over all over the scene, and then he picks them up.
He just looped. Stupid pirate.
Be right back. Coffee.
Yep. And I just did a bad thing. I boosted towards my carrier. The goddamn cutter. Slow down.
Full reverse.
Yep. I'm so used to boosting.
Either that or you
Yeah,
can either full
I'm
boost.
good.
Okay, so what you do is
Pirate.
you do full.
Ooh,
You boost
that's
forward.
different.
Philip, listen to me.
Yeah, I'm stuck.
The fastest way to get anywhere in a cutter,
Yep.
you boost. You go into full reverse and drop your either your landing gear or your cargo rack, and that will get you maximum time to any or minimum time to any location, and you'll stop there. Open hailing frequencies.
It was
Requesting
a
docking
Ferdinand.
permission.
Deploy landing gear.
Yeah, it dropped
Landing gear
into
deployed.
right on top of my carrier and then flew away. Didn't even try to fire at me. It's like,
Landing gear deployed.
out of here. How did it drop in so close to my carrier? That's interesting.
They're targeted on you, and they're not targeted on your carrier.
Yeah, okay.
Scan detected.
Wonder he was so
Docking
cocky
successful.
though. It's an
Engines
Ferdinand.
disengaged.
He could fly circuits around the cutter.
Do what?
A Ferdinand. A cutter's not gonna outmaneuver a Ferdinand.
Flight assist off, and you know how to use your thrusters. It can keep the fertilance in front of them.
Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
I have more trouble with Type 10s than Fertilances.
Type 10. Just because of the firepower, right?
Because of the firepower. I have no trouble keeping a Fertilance in front of me.
Okay.
You know, he drops out a firing arc every once in a while, so I'll pull him back in. But that's because
but a Type 10 can.
it's,
Yeah. They'll punch through anything with those
Engines engaged.
armaments.
I would want my prismatic 8s rather than 6s
Yeah.
to go against
Yeah.
Type 10. Retract landing gear.
Sure.
Landing gear.
Landing
But if
gear
I do
retracted.
that, you know. Then again, if I were flying a Type 10, I could probably handle a cutter, so, you know, whatever. It's PC versus NPC. I have the ability to adapt my, tactics to what the opponent is doing.
Yep. And what ship they're using.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing you can't do is change your loadout.
No, but you can even take a FDL out with a Sidewinder if you're a good enough pilot. So.
Yeah, I guess. Although, don't get hit. Once you get hit, it's over.
Now, I'm not a good enough pilot to pull it off. Be nice if I was.
I heard someone being able to do, but it took them like 45 minutes.
Oh, it takes a while, yeah, but I mean, if you're good enough, you can outfly. The one thing you can't do is change your max damage.
Yeah.
So you'll peck at them and peck at them and peck at them.
Yeah. Like a mosquito. Just
well, no, because it's not that bad because the Sidewinder, if with a good enough pilot, you can stay right on his engines the whole time.
Oh yeah, that's right. Just target
But
there.
that has the caveat: if you are a good enough pilot.
Yeah.
I am not.
Nor are many people out there.
There's quite a few. No, that's not true, Philip.
Really?
There are quite a few people out there who are excellent pilots.
Count on their hand
Oh yeah.
take out the
There's several. There's hundreds. There's hundreds of good pilots.
In the Sidewinder though?
Well, they can, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of professional, former professional fighter pilots who fly this game. So, yes, there's a bunch of people in this game who can fly the hell out of these ships. People with hundreds of thousands of hours of flight time in combat jets. Yeah, they can handle it no problem. And there's a bunch of them here that play that are playing this game. Why? Because it's pretty damn realistic in its flight model, which makes it fun for them. Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Scan detected. Landing gear deployed.
Alrighty. Pulling into the Lady Golden Q for the final time for the night.
Okay, then I'll schedule a jump back over there and have it ready to fill out and leave a message for Mr. Trackett.
Docking successful. Tramp engaged. Welcome to this carrier, Commander.
So I'm not sure what I'm going to do the rest of the week, but I don't think I'm going to haul another lick of cargo. I might help. I might help Cody fill it tomorrow if he needs help, but. I'm kind of tired of this CG. Alrighty. So we're out of time for the night. I'd like to thank everyone who came along for the ride. I don't know what we're going to do till Thursday, but we're going to find some things to do so that when the CG does end, we can claim our rewards before heading out into the dark. And after that, so probably Thursday night, we're going to turn in the CG and then head for Colonia. But between now and Thursday, I don't know. We'll find something to do. Probably some more ground exploring. But yeah, it was good. I'm tired of doing it. Time to do something else. So thank you for coming along for the ride. Hans, thank you for joining us in the stream chat. James, Lynn, and Philip, thank you for joining me in the voice chat. And Shane, thank you for joining me earlier. So yeah, that's all we have time for now. And then we'll pick this up tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's all for now. This is Trice Majestus signing out.
Good night.
Good night.